You never know what you'll find in the universe of my mind.
Hi! Okay, so I am going to flip through this binder full of collages. They are 5-page challenge collages. They're inspired by Nicole over at Relax Cut Glue. And I will have a link in the description of this video so that you can see how she does it and stuff. I do it pretty close to the same way she does. Basically, I will get a magazine, get random.org, random number generator to pick 5 numbers for me after I determine how many pages are in my magazine. So I'll ask the generator to give me like a number from 1 to 125, for example, if that was how many pages there were in the magazine. And then I can use anything from either side of those 5 pages. So in a way, I have 10 pages to work with to make a collage out of. Sometimes it's very, very challenging. Other times it's not as bad. And sometimes I have more images than I can for one page. I do them on a sheet of cardstock, and then I put them in this binder in a sheet protector. Okay, so, and I've been looking for my photos. I thought that I had photos of the pages, like the magazine and the pages that I used for each of these, but I can't seem to find it for all of them. Actually, most of them I can't find them, but the pages, the collages that I do have that for, I will share, and we'll go from there, I guess. Okay, so without further ado, here goes. So this was the first one I had done, and I don't really have much to say about any of them. And sorry in advance for the glare and the bad filming and stuff. Still having technical issues, but if I don't film anyway, we'll never see any of it. So I have some journaling back here, and so yeah, sometimes I have so much that I do stuff on the back of my main collage too. Oh, trying to do this with one hand, and it's, as you can see, very tricky. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've got some glaring and lighting issues as usual, but anyway, I got this magazine, this travel, I don't know what to call this thing, tourist thing. Anyway, I got this when we went to a farmer's market thing, and I figured it was a good one to do the 5-page challenge thing. So I used the random number generator, and I chose my pages. So 29. It was hard too because most of the pages are not actually numbered, but that one is, so that's 26. Anyway, so that's page 29. And then there's 40, 62. Oh, 62 is on this side. 62. But I can use either side of the pages. 79. I think it's that one. I'll double check when I rip them out. And 88. Okay, so I'm gonna rip those out and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are my pages. Okay, so I'm gonna do some thinking and stuff, but I really like this image for some reason. It keeps catching my eye, so I'm probably gonna cut that one out. But this is the actual page that the generator gave me. I am allowed to use either side of the pages, but anyway, so I like that. This, I don't really see anything on this side that I like. But I do like Born from Sirius. I don't really see anything on that page that I like, that side, but I love her braids. I love this. We'll see. I love these flowers and creative. I like that. Not really a whole lot on that one. And I kind of like this just because it would make a nice background, but I absolutely love this. And I'm going to take a picture of it on its own because I think that's a neat, really neat idea. It's a guitar, whatever you call that part of the guitar, the neck or whatever it is. It's just really cool. Okay, so those are things that I've set aside for for a different project, or I mean I might use it, but I doubt it. And these are the things I'm probably gonna use, or try to at least. And these are the leftovers in case I need more. Okay, so I have quite a bit left, but I'm happy with with my creations. I ended up being able to do 2 pieces. One's very small, you'll see in a minute, but I actually quite like this. I enjoyed this particular challenge. It was fun. And this is the main thing. And I also did her with some of the leftover bits. So, big project and big dreams were dreamt for the love of creative days. Serious. And this one says, feels like magic, wellness, and beautiful. So there it is in its protective sheet. And I will add it with the other ones that I've done so far. I only did like 2 or 3 so far, but I really enjoyed this one. Sometimes I keep them simple. And sometimes they're a little chaotic or busy. Sometimes I try to be a little bit creative. Well, I always try to be creative, but I mean, sometimes I try to do something a little abstract or different or something. If you heard that little tune back in the background, that was my washer indicating that I'm ready for laundry tending. Discover unique beauty, embark on an adventure, experience extraordinary. Okay, and if you hear strange noises, it's because laundry machines are working. So. Create wellness, create health. Go find everyday treasure.